Give me. Oh my God! Here we go. Here we go. Fun and games continue. Tell you something. You know what? Let me tell you something. Damn. What does that sound like? You know what? Let me tell you something.
Who's that?
Jesus Christ in heaven.
You got a big booger in your nose.
Oh, see, I learned how to do that. What do you know? You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I don't care.
How I used to have to be like, oh, you gotta call me back because I can't see my picture.
I don't care what they say about you.
Damn, I don't care either. That's why I don't never answer to nobody. I block everybody.
You blind everybody.
Call me the mad blocker. Beat it. So yeah, I had a long night.
Yeah.
I made it long because I wanted it to be long.
What happened?
Sound like a hooker. I like long nights, Nothing. Just I had a good long night. I'm trying to coordinate, trying to coordinate. You got to coordinate shit.
Coordinate.
Hold on. That right through there. Get that out of there. And then there you have it. Episode 19. They're letting me know that episode 19 is starting, so fuck you, Zuckerberg. Fuckerberg. Bozo face.
You ready or what? What the fuck?
I was born ready. I mean, you could have called me at 5 a.m. and I would have been like, yeah, well, this is what's going on. Hall of Fame class of 2021. There's 3 finalists. A lot of other people behind them. Charles Woodson, Peyton Manning, Kelvin Johnson. Probably won't make it in, but it's cool.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I was just trying to. You said, "Am I ready?" I've been ready. I woke up in the middle of the night and I started talking about the Hall of Fame class 2021. What's up?
Damn. All right. Well, we're gonna make this show short because I got to take my daughter to work. But good morning.
Okay.
Happy December 12th.
Yep.
2020.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Where's my music at?
What music? I don't have that button over here. Hold on, wait. Let me see.
Oh God.
Hey, hit that. Hey, cue the music. Cue the intro. Oh wait, there ain't nobody here. My cat.
Yeah.
Usually my cat. Usually my cat cues the intro, but what?
Mom, I need to know.
We'll get it together. Yeah. Where's the meatloaf? What are you doing back there? Mom, somebody, help. Okay.
All right.
They'll get it. But yeah, I gotta wake up, man. I need a boost, bro.
You're all drunk as fuck from last night.
I'm still tired.
Who were you laying next to last night?
My cat.
Oh, fuck. I hope you didn't fuck your cat.
Damn. Herman, you hear that?
Oh, that's funny.
He's like,
I don't know. I stayed home last night. I had to
every night.
Go to Benihana's because Nurse was sick last week.
Oh, for real?
Sick, but she didn't feel good. And then communion was Saturday. Go to dinner. Then I was supposed to take Rissa to dinner on Sunday.
So she didn't feel good during her her communion and confirmation. That sucks.
Yeah. So we ended up taking her.
Poor baby.
Yeah, no, I mean she just was,
right. Just wanted to get it over. We get that dress off.
No, my daughter was fine. My older one,
okay.
We were supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Sunday, but we ended up. There was a lot of people commenting, and I feel so bad for Michigan and for a lot of the states, even though I know it's
because of the COVID. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm thinking you're talking about Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, because you guys can't dine, go to a restaurant, and a lot of people. I think my aunt was, and somebody else commented and said, "Damn, you guys can do indoor dining."
Right.
I was like,
do they have the movies going on over there? You can go to the theater.
You can go to movies. Our state our state really never shut down, even though we were shut down. It really, and I discussed this before. Our state really never shut down. There's so many cowboys here. If you shut the state down, they would flip out and start shooting people.
Right, right.
It's just a
That's crazy.
Just the Wild Wild West. They just they don't want that control. They they tried to they were fighting the mask thing. They, you know what I mean? They were just fighting anything possible you can fight.
That's crazy. Yeah. They're like, oh, it's hot over here, so
we did enjoy that. I mean, there's social distancing, and especially at Benihana's, they sat like 3 of us on one side and 2 on the other side, and then there was like a huge gap or whatever. So
right. Damn.
They're being careful.
Well,
I know it's still for us to go out, but I feel so bad for Michigan because you guys can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man, because like I said, for me personally, when the first week when I first seen the numbers, I was like, that shit scared me. That shit straight up scared me, and I was like, wow. Well, and to hear that it's even worse now in my area, especially than it was in the beginning of the first week, like, I mean, like, what do you even say to that? And then I'm going to work.
Our numbers are, and they're not going to do anything. He's not up for re-election. Trump is out of office. That was Trump's lapdog. So they're just not going to do anything. And like I said, they're not going to close anything. They would have riots in the streets.
I mean, but right. And well, look, it's crazy because I don't like to put too much of my business out there, but it's not like it's a big deal. I work for Ford Motor Company, and they sent home 4 people day before yesterday for testing positive for COVID.
And they went to
I'm
work.
like, I'm like trying to, put it all together. And I'm like, so they came to work. They went past, like, there's a thing you step on.
Right.
And they take your temp. They don't even do that. You have to, excuse me, every day I have to go onto the site and do a quick survey. And have I, did this? Do I feel that? Do I whatever? Answer 3 questions and type in my number. They send me the link. You are, scheduled to work today at Ford Motor Company, the date and everything. So we walk in. As we're walking in, they're just, have a nice day. Yeah, have a nice day. Yeah, have a good day. I mean, I hope you don't get COVID. Have a good day. Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck?
Well, there's
shit, and this is exactly why I lost. I didn't care about the other job. I have a good resume to get another job. I don't want to keep bouncing around, but I was scared when it first happened, and now, like I said, they're like to go and work for and I understand like Ford, all the big 3 or whatever, the bullshit BS3 should call them, and I mean I got a job, whatever. I'm not trying to knock nothing. It's like, or be negative really, but it's it's very hard not to be negative, man. When you hear that and you're like 4 people tested positive, but they send them home after lunch. Okay. So like, like they don't care. They're not going to lose another $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty scary, man. It really is going to work, 4 days a week. And, once I heard that, I'm like, wow, okay,
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous because I don't know if they're doing the proper, even when you're at work.
Right, exactly.
Answer a survey. People, normal people are like, I got a little tickle in my throat, but I'm still going to work, and I'm not going to. Right. I fucking don't because I need.
Yeah, and for me, I'm making the minimum right now until I get hired in. Everybody else is making 26, 25, 27, 30, almost $30 an hour. So, hey, if I was making that, I would, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I you could put a body condom on me and I'll come to work, man. I mean, like, me, I'm a hard worker. I was raised that way, and I'll always, hoot and holler it because that's, give some love to my father. He taught me to work like a man, and But man, you can't work if you're dead or sick. So, and that's what it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? I take care of my mother, and I had to come home and I see my mother, and you know, my mother, she's 76 years old. It's scary, man. It's like, you know, I can't even see my daughter right now because, you know, her mother works, you know, in the ER, works in the ER at, you know, at the hospital, and I can't even see my own daughter, man, and it sucks. The shit sucks. It didn't really bother me in the beginning like that because she was with me in the beginning, so. You know, and obviously, you know how that is and everything, because, you know, you dealt with the COVID and everything, and not seeing your kids even for that little time, man, and it just sucks. You know, I want my daughter around me. So
yeah, I feel you. So we're on that subject, and I know we brought it up off air. Daughter, I know you. I'm trying to remember what you wanted to talk about, but I know I was talking the other day, and my daughter wanted to go to the zoo for her birthday on Saturday. So
okay.
We went to the zoo, but I had to take the boyfriend.
Right.
He's a nice kid, right? I mean, don't. He's a nice kid.
Right.
He's respectful and all that good stuff. But I don't remember at that age. To be honest with you, I don't remember at that age that. And I had a car. You know, I was going to buy her a car or whatever, and I'm still looking.
Right.
She doesn't know, you know, she barely knows how to drive. I've taken her out a couple of times, but I always tell her there's no reason for me to finance your relationship. And she got mad at me, you know what I mean? She's like, you know, she started working. But I would never, ever have my dad or my mom be like, hey, can I get $20 so I can take this girl out on a date?
Really?
I think sometimes it's funny because, you know, I tell her, you know, I'm like, why am I financing your relationship? And she's like, Papa, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, I give you money to buy him a Christmas gift, or
but that's what we do, man. That's what we, you know.
So she, you know, I've sent her money, you know, because she's got her own, you know, card linked to my
right.
Okay. Money. And she'd be like, "Oh, Papa, can I get $100 so I can
throw 50 on that bad boy?"
I'm like, oh, why am I? I'm like, I don't know. Like as a boy or as a young guy, it sounds. I would drive 30 or 40 minutes to go with my girlfriend to get some pussy. Hopefully, right? So,
right.
You know what I mean? Like I was at 16. I had a motorcycle, and I would drive, you know what I mean? I would drive 30 minutes or 40 minutes,
right,
or whatever. But nowadays, I mean, like this kid, I mean, he's probably, to be honest with you, I'm in Peoria, she's in El Mirage. It's a 15-minute drive in a car.
Excuse me.
Maybe an hour on a bike, but get your ass on a bike, go see your girlfriend if you want it that bad.
Right.
Like I said, I mean, I know we do these things for our children, but it's just like it feels like the world has just, you know, changed in front of me. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I mean, like, you know, you're like you say, your daughter has, you know, you're already in that category of your daughter having a boyfriend, and it's like my daughter talks to me, you know, about guys liking her and stuff, boys liking her,
right,
at school and stuff when school was, you know, in normal session and stuff like that. But so I really haven't dealt with it yet, man. It's a scary thing. Like but I trust my daughter, like you trust yours. I'm sure, you know, we got some very smart kids and stuff like that. So, and that's the good thing. But yeah, it's still scary for me. So like when you tell me certain things, and like I understand, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's so different. It's just so different nowadays. And like, you know, you still want the days of like taking like you said, you took them out, you know, to eat and stuff like that. And like the days of doing stuff like that, you can never go wrong with that. I mean, you know, you're there, you're in their company. So, you know, and you can't, I mean, can you imagine what, you know, like we went through when they were younger, or when we was younger, the way that, you know, they're feeling like uncomfortable, they're trying to be comfortable, and, you know, with the parent there, and so it's hard for them too. It goes both ways, but you know, I don't know. It's just so, everything's so different, and I haven't went through that phase with my daughter yet. I'm very scared to do it. But you know, because it's like I said, I can't imagine how you feel, man. Because like you put like me, I constantly would be thinking, you know, but you gotta trust your daughter, man. And like I said, we were, you know,
at 16, I was very independent. So
right.
when I was graduated from high school, I was 17. I moved out on my own, got my own apartment, and moved in.
Right.
I don't know. I think, you know, some of these kids now are like 5, 6 years behind on like maturity.
You're kind of breaking up.
Let me open the door. Hold on.
No, you're straight. Okay, go ahead.
Some of these girls that or these teenagers are sometimes like 5 to 6 years behind.
Right.
At that age, maybe I was very advanced, but I just, like I said, sometimes I'm just like, what the hell? But
right.
And like I said, I do it just because, you know, she's my daughter. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, man. You know, most parents. No, go ahead. I was not to cut you off, but I was just gonna say, like, most parents wouldn't, you know. We, like I said, man, the way we grew up is just so different. You know, we're old school to the fullest, and you know, I don't have to break it down the way it was back then. You know, you go on a date. Like I went on dates when I was younger and got dropped off at movies and, you know, picked up like that. That's the way, you know what I mean? That's just the way it was. And those things ain't gonna never change, really.
I never did.
Especially if they don't have a car. So
you're saying I never did that. I never got dropped off. I mean, I got
I have, you know, double dates, all that stuff like that. It just
I have my, you know, when I was, you know, 11 or 12, getting dropped off with a bunch of buddies, but
you even at the age, that's where it started, right.
But shit, I was driving. I was taking my mom's car going to the. But I mean, at 16, I wasn't getting.
Right. Well,
you know what I mean? So,
right. Well, when she was living over here, because you would have been, I'd be like, come pick me up, but it wasn't. So
I'm just saying, like, even over there, I had my own transportation. So
right.
Like for me to get dropped off is just crazy for me not to have a car.
Right. Yeah.
But just you know, we just wanted to touch a little bit on teenagers and these.
Wow, you're kind of like you're. I can't hear you, but you're breaking up. It's like sound like a robot.
Can you hear me now? How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. This maybe the internet connection.
Are you using the Blue? Are you using Tori's microphone?
Yeah.
Bless her.
My microphone. I'm gonna have to replace it. I think it's definitely.
Okay. So real quick, man. You know, update on Tori. Whatever you can say if you talk to her. Obviously, I miss her. We miss her to death. And
she hasn't made an official announcement, and I don't want to. Step on her toes. So
right.
We're doing something small here for Zack.
Right.
And then I think she said maybe in a couple months they're gonna do something in Detroit, so you can go or so. You definitely want
awesome to see her
home and. I don't know if she's taking his body back home. I really don't know, but
right. Yeah, a lot of things to do it for sure.
A couple of weeks here, and then she was supposed to make an official announcement, and then I think maybe by March or April she'll.
Well,
in Detroit, so
right. Well, you know how we always keep, you know, me, you, and her. We group message each other and keep in contact, and yeah, man. I just, you know, thank you for introducing me to her and her being part of the show. She's such a great person, and you know, she for me to come on the show, it really like she's just a breath of fresh air every time I do the show with you guys. And like I said, you know, once again, much love to her and her family and everybody. I'm keeping her in my thoughts and prayers. And yeah, man, she just, you know, it doesn't feel the same, but you gotta keep it
on the show probably in the next couple of weeks, probably after her son's thing. But we did decide, and and we'll get that information out to you guys. So we're going to come up with a foundation, a charity, in her son's name. It's going to be called Zack Diesel Foundation. So look for that.
That's awesome.
Got the logo, and you guys can donate, and it's going to be for what he suffered as a adult and as a child. So
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to doing that, and just trying to do whatever we can, man.
Yeah, definitely. So some news that I'm post on what we're going to talk about, but we talked about it last week was Tiny, Lester or whatever.
Right,
He confirmed that he did die of COVID, which 62 wasn't. They said he was in bad health, but he did die of COVID. So
wow,
hats
off.
Didn't know that. Yeah, just crazy that he died. So
yeah, damn.
Everybody's seen, Friday, that's probably his biggest, Par Debo and stuff.
Right. But,
him from wrestling, that's where I.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first time I seen him, I mean, Ice Cube, he was kind of, I'll just put it like this. The first time I seen him was in WWF, and, they casted him in the No Holds Barred film, and which was a big deal, back in the day, and with Hulk Hogan, and they pretty much, Vince McMahon put him on the map, really, because I don't think people even knew who he was after Talking Dirty After Dark, Mark Lawrence and all them. So that's the only other movie that I knew he was in, and I still didn't know who he was, And, it's kind of surprising. Like, you see him in so many movies, and I'm like, damn, I wonder if he ever almost made it on House Party. Like, I feel like he should have been in there. I don't know. You know what I mean? No, for real. Like, a bodyguard at the door. I don't know. But somebody in high school or something like that. But, whenever I watch it, I think about, like, I think about him like damn, like, why, he's in so many movies, classic movies and stuff, but. Right. But yeah, man, when I first seen him, like, in Noah's Bar, man, I was like, wow, who is this? Like, I'm sure everybody was like, who is this guy with the Z on his head? And yeah, I mean, guy was just a monster, and obviously they put him in a little bit of the magic or secret, or I'm not doing nothing that special, and behind pulling the curtain back that much, but like, they had him on the soles of his shoes were about a couple inches, make him look even bigger and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I mean, either way, man, he was a monster. And obviously he'll be remembered for Friday, but like I said, the first time I seen him was in the O's Bars. So
yes, rest in peace, Tiny. So while we're on death, I watch a lot of people, Hollywood people or stars that ever died or whatever. So a lot of people may not know when we talk about this person or that person they died. But Chuck Yeager was famous for breaking the sound barrier. He died recently. He was 97. So another guy, like, if you didn't know who he was, the guy that broke the barrier, but he was 97. So
okay,
guy that passed. So we'll jump over.
Oh wow.
The NFL. We'll jump over to the NFL. So, good friend is watching right now. Angie, her team has finally got to Washington, the no-name team.
Sorry, Angie.
Are they? Are Washington ever going to get a real name, or is it just going to be Washington?
I mean, I'd be happy if I was living in Washington. I'd be fine with that. I mean, that just goes to show you it doesn't. A name's a name. I mean, like. What, like, they could be called Washington Blanks. I mean,
or Washington Nationals, or what I mean. Those lines,
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't really looked into that, but I think I'm going to now, because that's kind of interesting to see if something is going to change with that name and all that. But obviously that's going to cost some money and big bucks, and I don't know, man. I'm. Well, it was kind of weird in the beginning, but it's not my team, so I really
against American Indians.
It is what it is.
They suffered so much tragedy.
Right.
Yes, doing what they had to do. it's an atrocity. But I was reading something about the whole name change, and it wasn't even the American Indians that were pressuring Washington to change their name. It was the sponsors. They thought
right.
so that's the reason they were pressuring the owner to change the name. The NFL pressured them to change the name because they just didn't want the whole, Redskins thing. So
Right.
so it wasn't even any American Indian name or whatever, or American Indian.
Right. It wasn't as deep as people thought it was. That's crazy. That's crazy. And once again, I would listen to all these other podcasts, and when I hear stuff like that, it makes me think about the way like we talk about once in a while on the side we talk about WWE, and the way once Vince McMahon got involved in the stockholders and stock, all that stuff like that, like they had to make it PG and
right.
And it's like, so he has people to accompany and please, man. I mean, that's the way it is, and that goes for a lot of other things, and people don't realize that type of stuff, man.
People to answer to. That's
right.
That's who's paying the bill, right? You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And I just wanted to bring that up real quick because that's I mean, that's just the way it is,
So the Lions win against the Bears. So their interim coach gets his first win.
Right.
One more against the Bears than
on his first try.
Do you think the team said, let's win one for the coach? Do you think they had some type of motivation to win that last Sunday? Or do you think finally woke up? I mean, they got 4 more games. They got 4 tough teams.
Right.
I say they might not even win one more, but I'm just being honest.
Right.
There was some type of motivation to kind of make them look bad.
Right. Well, I think when something like this happens, no matter what sport it is, if we're talking about the Wings, the Pistons, Lions, Tigers, whatever, right. I just think that I try to put myself like in the locker room and try to try to paint a little picture. And I just feel like I don't know if they had a chip on their shoulder, or I just think they were like comfortable, if that makes any sense. Like without Matt Patricia doing this, doing that, you know what I mean? Like
is removed. The stress is like
right.
If we don't, we don't, and then that's what makes them say, oh, you know what, we could no. But they got some tough teams. I mean, Tampa Bay, that would be nice for us to win against Tampa Bay.
Packers.
You know what I mean? So it would be some, the Green Bay Packers I would like to win. But,
I actually had a friend tell me at work,
right,
who's a Packer fan,
right,
who's a diehard Packer. He actually told me that he thinks the Lions are going to beat them this week. And I was like, wow. I was like, are you okay? Like, for a Packer fan to say that, like, and he was like, I don't know what it was, but hey, I mean, he might see something or feel something that we don't. I don't know. That'll definitely shake things up. Daryl Bevel he's a good offensive coordinator.
But like you said, we need a real coach.
He's had his times. Yeah. He's had his times, but I hear I'm just tired as far as the Lions head coaching search always goes. Matt Stafford been with us for 12 years, 12 seasons. He had 4 head coaches.
That's ridiculous.
5 now. I mean, so it's like how can you build, like with the Pistons once again when they had like 8 coaches and I don't know how long, 5, you know what I mean? Like there's no way you can build anything continuity, stability, whatever you want, where you want to throw out there, man, and be successful. It's like it's so frustrating as a fan. And so you think about them going through, and I not to bounce around, but the Pistons, I love the head coach. I really I like what they're doing over there and stuff like that. They transformed the whole team. Hopefully they do the same thing with the Lions. And yeah, you know, as far another thing, as far as like people saying, "Oh, I want the Lions to lose," and like a lot of people were upset, going crazy on social media, talking, you know, when they beat the Bears, like what are you asking for? I mean, the draft is the draft.
Yeah, I know.
Not
But
like we move up, we move down to get anybody.
a lot of
So
fans want us to tank the season.
yeah, I mean, like, why? What do we do? Do we ever shake up anything in the draft? No, we don't. So what would that matter? You know
Right.
what I mean? Other than us just looking bad and what, move up, move down to draft somebody that we don't need in a position that is already like. So I don't know, man. The biggest question is with Matt Stafford, are they going to keep him or not? You got a lot of money to pay him. I thought he had 1 year left. He got 2 years left. I don't know. Like I talked to you on the side. I kind of feel like he might go home.
You
Because
said
the Atlanta Falcons got to do the same thing. They got to weigh their quarterback, weigh their options, see what's going on over there. Is he the guy? Is he going to stick around or not? Matt Ryan. There's going to be a lot of different things going on.
say he's got 2 years. So in the draft, we go after a quarterback, right? And
Right.
we have Matt Stafford kind of tootle him, right? We have him take under his wing and pay him out his 2 years and let him fucking retire.
Right.
That would be the I guess the perfect scenario, right? So
Yeah, but he's and like I don't even, and it's funny because like I don't see that guy. I don't care where he goes. I don't see him retiring for like another 5 years.
damn.
He's so yeah. I don't. I mean, like he's healthy. He's gonna like I believe he's gonna be around for like another 5 years, and I don't know if he's gonna win anything, but you know.
Okay. So we'll move on to today's big game, Michigan versus Ohio State. One of the greatest rules, but we always get our ass handed to us. I don't know what the game's on, but I'll definitely watch it. So if you guys are tuning in, make sure you guys
Right.
watch the Michigan Ohio State game.
Yeah.
I got a feeling we're gonna get our asses kicked. If we lose, that Harbaugh's got to go. I don't know, man.
He ain't going nowhere. I was wrong last week. I'll admit it.
I hate
You always be right.
State. I really do.
Well,
I'll
you know,
tell you my story about Ohio.
go ahead.
I was in Columbus in 2018. I was doing some training, and I was training some guys to sell alarm systems. And I had a car, my dad's car, because I didn't want to drive my car all the way to Ohio.
Okay.
I was in Ohio, and we were doing alarms, and I was a sales manager for these guys. And I had a key ring that had Michigan on it. And I go to
Block M.
I go to Firestone or whatever, and I said, "Hey, I need a new battery. It's not starting or whatever." The guy wouldn't even take the key. I swear to God, dude.
He's like, I'm not touching it. That's hilarious.
I'm not touching that key, and I was like,
wow.
About and I'm a big U of M fan, but I'm not a guy that just crazy.
Jesus, like you had COVID on it or something.
Yeah,
what in the world?
He was just like, I'm not touching that key.
That's funny.
He's like, do you know where you're at? We're in
wow.
fucking country because that's where. and I'm like, man, calm down. We're just.
I would have wore an Ohio State shirt and be like, hey, what's going on, man? Act like I'm a Buckeye fan, and then now then when I leave, gas up, and then when I leave, take the shirt off and just block him.
I know in Ann Arbor or whatever, everybody has their Michigan flags, but everybody house had,
it's that like that over there. Really, I don't know.
Really crazy, right? Wearing Ohio State's hats just for someone to talk to us. You know what I mean? So. I got Michigan plates. You know what I mean? Like it's just
right. And my it's funny because my youngest niece, she just moved to Cleveland, Ohio, I believe, not that long ago. So yeah, that's.
I didn't notice it much in Cleveland, but
crazy.
In Columbus, it's kind of weird. But good luck to Michigan. Go Blue. I hope they win today. Let's talk about.
Well, before we move on real quick, I just wanted to give everybody a little reminder, man. I mean, the first meeting between Ohio State and Michigan was in 1897, October 16th, and Michigan actually beat them 34-0.
That was the year I was born. Okay.
Oh, damn, no kidding. And the latest meeting, which was 2019, November 30th, Ohio State won 56-27. So next meeting, November. Well, they got it on here, November 27th.
I just got an update from somebody. They said the Michigan game is canceled. Not 99%.
That's a good thing.
Sucks.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. They got a total of 116 meetings, all-time series. Hey man, we're still winning. 58. Michigan leads 58-51 in 6. And our largest victory, just giving a little bit of stats, 86-0 in 1902. That's pretty cool stat right there.
That is pretty good.
Longest win streak was 1901 to 1909. And current win streak, Ohio State, 8 in a row, 2012 to recent.
Let's move on to Garcia.
Together.
Garcia Spence. Garcia looked very lackluster last Saturday. He looked like he, after the first 3 rounds, he looked like, what am I doing here? I'm using the wrong game plan on this guy. Spence really gave it to him. He's got a hell of a jab.
Oh boy!
I know. Garcia is more of a defensive fighter, but he made him look bad. I mean, he outboxed him. I mean, I think he won that fight probably
unanimously.
Maybe Garcia won 2 rounds, if that.
Right. And that was round 3 or 4 or 5. I mean,
it was really.
Whatever, which one you want to give it to him, right? Before 6
to his dad. You know, they always say Garcia's a slow starter. He starts off slow. I think that's his problem. The losses that he's lost, he starts off slow. He needs to be more aggressive because Spence was definitely aggressive.
Right.
Pushing him around, pushing him.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, he made him look very, under par. You know what I mean?
Right. Just very uncomfortable for sure.
Yeah, he just made him uncomfortable. It just looked like Spence just really dominated him in that fight. I mean, what was your?
I went into the fight. I went and watched it with a friend, and it was just me and him and his son. So we got to sit there and actually really, really pay attention. And I watched Danny Garcia, man, since day one. Before whenever just when he was his first main event, I watched him fight on the undercards and work his way up. And I don't know, man. I mean, he's a great boxer. He's not going nowhere. He's got a lot of I want to say a lot of upside still. I think, in my opinion, because you got guys, man, that have 8 losses, 7 losses. That shit don't matter. It really doesn't matter, and that pisses me off when certain boxing fans, the casual boxing fan, talks about, well, he got this, he got 4 losses. He lost. He got 1. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? Go ahead. But I'll keep talking to everybody out there, and just I don't understand. As casual fans and boxing fans, you should, if you've been watching boxing that long, you should understand that a loss doesn't matter. Muhammad Ali had losses. Joe Frazier, all the greats, the legends, they have losses on their record. So, it's how you bounce back is the name of the game when it comes to boxing. So, yeah, I mean, for all you boxing fans out there, just don't put so much into a loss. You got to kind of look at the big picture, how they lost. Did they TKO, and then okay, that's a different story, other than going the whole 12 rounds, 10 rounds, 8 rounds, whatever it may be, and actually showing that you're capable of just lasting in a fight. So
right.
Danny Garcia is definitely not going nowhere. He's still got money on him, written all over him, man. The guy's he's one of the greatest boxers. And Errol Spence came out fighting the way he needed to. He ain't been, that was, like I said, man, I thank God bless, I'm thankful I've never been in an accident, nothing like that, to that category, but that was crazy, man. I mean, they showed that video, and he shouldn't even be here right now. He should not even be here right now. It's crazy. And he came out doing it's what the great ones do. He came out like we said, Danny Garcia's he cannot come out starting slow against a guy like Errol Spence.
Right.
Just like Mayweather, you're going to lose. Whenever I watch a Mayweather fight, the hell with the 4th and 5th round, the first 3 rounds, man. Right. If you lose those, it's over. It's over. Pretty much over.
Right.
and the fact that he plays defense, it's like going out there and scoring 4 or 5 touchdowns, and your defense is gonna. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So once again, that it's like it's just, you can not to bounce around, but like Stafford, same thing, man. Like this guy, he maybe he throws an interception or two too much because he knows he don't have no defense. So people dog him and talk this and that. Well, he's trying to get ahead. If he throws another 2 touchdowns, then everybody's quiet. They love him. He's the greatest. You know what I mean?
I am the greatest.
Just so inconsistent. And that's the way Danny Garcia has been. To go back to the boxing, he's been very inconsistent, man. So now what does he do? Does he go back to the table, back to the drawing board, and see who he's, because he's out of the picture for the next year, in my opinion. And you got Errol Spence, Sean Porter, once again, Floyd Mayweather. We're about to talk about that. And
you even got
Jesus, God,
he has one of those belts too. So
yeah, right. There's some other guys that could be fought. Lamont Peterson. I don't know. Maybe Danny Garcia. It's like just kind of resets himself. Goes. I don't think he'll go down or nothing like that in another division or something. But I mean, I don't know. But we'll see what happens, man. You still got Keith Thurman out there. He ain't fought in a while, but Errol Spence is the man. I'm glad that he came back and he looked great. He looked better than ever. And he don't. It really doesn't matter who he fights, man. I had a couple friends tell me, Bud Crawford don't want to fight him. They don't want to fight each other. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. And so we'll see what goes on. I guess these guys want to go through the the Pacquiaos and. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, my God, man, they're they want you want the big money and then you want the respect and you're fighting a legend. So I don't know if they want that whole package or if they just want to.
You're talking to me about Mayweather. He announces that he's fighting Logan Paul, which Logan Paul knocked out Nate Robinson, which was that fight was funny. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Nate Robinson because he only got like $600 for that. Got knocked the fuck out for $600, and social media, and you know what I mean. Like you've seen all the memes, you've seen everything. He got humiliated $600.
Nate.
I don't know about you, but I don't know. Like so, I think
that shit was awesome.
Joke fight. Mayweather's gonna clean house with this guy. If he doesn't get this guy out. If this goes the distance, this is retarded. I'm not really interested in seeing this fight.
I don't even know what to say, man. It's Mayweather. Look, like I said, it's Mayweather. Look, I'm not. He is definitely one of the greatest boxers to ever lace up a pair of gloves. I'll give him. I would never take. I can't take nothing away from him. I'd be an idiot to say that. That's like saying Tom Brady is okay. I can't say that. I love boxing. I can't say that. I'm not a big fan of Mayweather. Right. He's not the greatest boxer in the world. I don't care if he has, come on, man. Julio Cesar Chavez. Yeah, being a little biased. I'm Mexican, but I'm Mexican American. I wasn't born in Mexico, so calm down, everybody. Yeah, but he was 89, 80 or 86, whatever, man. He almost had 90 wins before he got a first loss.
Right.
Back in the 90s. I mean, like that's legendary shit right there.
So because I just watched the Hector Camacho, and I know everybody was on there saying he was a bomb, he was a cokehead.
Oh man.
To be honest with you, some of those early
oh my God
were amazing.
He
had the speed.
Yeah. Yes.
He was the first Mayweather. I mean, he
money.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, his demon was cocaine. Yeah, he had a drug.
Right. Man, who
He died, and his
didn't have demons, man?
solved. He tried to come back. I guess he was going to fight Roy Jones. Nope.
Right.
So he tried to make his comeback a couple times. He failed just because of his drug problems.
Right.
What an amazing story! If you guys haven't watched the Hector Camacho documentary, I think it's on HBO Showtime. One of those might be on Showtime. It is fucking amazing. How amazing the guy was.
And you know what? Like I always talk about,
His tenacity to win, his tenacity to be a showboat.
Yeah.
I mean, he was all that. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah, he was talking shit. He was talking the talk, walking the walk before anybody knew what the fuck was going on for real.
Yeah.
And you talk about flamboyant. I mean, if it wasn't, man, I mean, Mayweather and all these guys come out wearing all this, Bozo the Clown shit and all that, whatever, disrespecting the Mexican heritage 9 out of 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It is what it is, trying to play mind games and stuff. I get it. It's for show. He's a great promoter. I'll give Mayweather that all day, every day, twice on Sundays. Greatest promoter in boxing history, if you ask me. If him and Don King, we're hanging out back in the day. Oh my God, can you imagine the money they were going to be still taking for people? But I give him that. But without Hector Camacho, man, that guy. I remember watching a lot of fights, and of course the biggest one when he fought Chavez. Chavez, and I was at a friend's house, and oh my God, that was like a night I'll never forget, man.
I'm just saying, if you haven't seen that Chavez Camacho fight, you're not a boxing fan.
They had so much respect for each other. I mean, they're like, it was so ridiculous. The amount.
Fucking dominated him. That was
he did when he came up, man. But you know what? I mean, sometimes people they reach their peak, and they I'm saying, and it is what it is. And he was already doing big things in the 80s, and when I got to see him, he was already past. He was in his prime, just passing it.
Right.
But he was still great, man, and he was fun to watch. Maybe he was another part of my boxing, boxing, being a boxing fan, man. There was Camacho. For me, it was Camacho. The first person I seen when I was a kid was Mike Tyson, and it was a Buster Douglas fight at my sister's house. They were watching it. It was a big deal when the big screens first came out, and I remember being there and looking up and seeing my father and my brother-in-law, everybody going crazy. So there was Mike Tyson, and then for me it was Chavez. Being Mexican American, De La Hoya, I loved watching Pernell, Sweet Pea Whitaker, man. He was just so great. Oh my God, couldn't stand Trinidad. Big fan of Sugar Shane Mosley, one of my favorite boxers, Miguel Cotto. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's for Mayweather. I believe, like I told you, he is doing this because he's trying to help him. Logan Paul, I really believe that with all my heart, that he's just trying to look out for him and put him on the map. A lot of people, talk shit about Mayweather, especially me. But my only beef with Mayweather is there were certain guys he didn't fight, man. Eric Morales, and the timing is everything. I understand that. Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, guys like that. So maybe if he would have fought those guys, I might, not be as hard on him, but he does care, man. He does care. This is promotion meeting opportunity meeting promotion. I have no idea what he's doing other than just trying to get this guy a shot and put his face back in the media and all that. So right. I really don't care to watch him fight. I really don't, man.
Well, it is what it is, but
yeah.
Yeah, he is Mr. Money, so we'll see. Yeah. Something we didn't talk about. I know we were talking about deaths, but someone that recently died, and I forgot to mention it, and I know it's on there, was Squiggy, man, Laverne Shirley. I can't believe he died.
That's crazy. Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, wow.
I think I was a kid or
right.
Damn, how many?
Right. When it was cool to be a pervert, he was funny as hell.
But it's you watch these reruns or whatever.
Right.
Growing up as a kid, all these 60s and 70s shows.
Right. I've been watching Who's the Boss off and on a little bit lately. That was my favorite show when I was younger.
Back to the Future, where Michael J. Fox is sitting at the table with his grandparents and his mother, and he goes, "I seen this one.
Right. Watching my favorite show of all time, The Honeymooners. Right.
He said, "What do you mean you've seen this one?" I seen it.
He's like, "What's?"
He's like, "What's a
right?" Hey, and you know what? Just not to I mean, Jesus Christ, how many people talk about Jason Hervey or even know that name?
Right.
I was listening to a wrestling podcast the other day, and he was his family was like very, very much into the entertainment business, man. His grandfather, his mother, everybody, and they were talking about how he became friends with Eric Bischoff and became like a partner with WCW back in the early 90s, man.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. And he was dating I don't know if you remember her, but Missy Hyatt.
Yeah,
like one of from WCW, the girl they would have like do commentating, kind of ripping off a little bit of WWE or WWF back in the day, to put a female on. Right. And he was dating her, and he was like, that's another story for another time. And his co-host Conrad Thompson was just like, wow, like, but I just thought that was pretty cool, man. Like, that guy, he's been around, man. So I got around for sure in the entertainment business.
It's like current events, social media. I mean, social stuff and politics. So there was a young kid. I'm trying to. It says it was in Franklin County. I think it was somewhere in Ohio. I can't remember, but he was shot to death. He was only 23 years old. His name was Casey Goodson. He was fatally shot, and he was shot by a 17-year veteran on the sheriff's office.
Wow.
They shot him entering his home.
What was his name again? Not to interrupt.
Goodson. So they shot him because they thought he had a gun, but he had a sub. He had a sub sandwich in his hand.
Wow.
Just crazy that this is still fucking happening.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was entering, and I guess
I'm looking it up right now.
Weapon license, which I don't know why the media would even mention this, but he had a sub in his hand, and I heard it was Subway. I don't know. I mean, I had a Subway franchise. My daughter works at Subway. How do you confuse a fucking Subway wrapper with a gun? I just don't understand. Wow. Yeah,
he didn't have no record. I'm looking up right now. Like
they said he had his keys in his thing. God. And they were like, freeze, and they just shot him.
Keys in the door. He was shot and fell into the kitchen. Walton said hours after his shooting.
Yeah.
He may hang in the door.
This crazy stuff,
man.
This violence needs to stop, man. I don't know what's going on with these cops. Right. It's just nuts. So, rest in peace, Casey Goodson, man. I'm
yeah, for sure, man.
Sad. So, and then so we're also going to talk about, like I said, I know you don't like to talk about politics, but Trump's campaign.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
Legal efforts have come to an end. He's saying voter fraud and this blah blah blah. And,
I can't. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for laughing like that. I just
in the media, he won't concede. So
right.
I don't know what's going on. Just concede and walk away. So you're gonna run. That's fine, but just bow out like a gentleman and just concede. I don't know about this horse and pony that they're trying to do and prove this and prove that. Okay, if it was fraud, it's fraud. You lost.
Well, look, I got a question for you. I got like two questions for you. One, I don't know if you know, like I'm trying to understand. So if say Donald Trump doesn't, like, how does that work? If he doesn't bow out, like, how does that work?
There's so many speculations on what's going on. So January 20th, they not nominate Biden for president or whatever.
Okay.
The last president to concede on January 20th was I think Woodrow Taft.
Damn, Jesus.
I can't remember his first name. It wasn't Woodrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like over 100 years ago. So they didn't know hours before the inauguration. So he's going to wait January 20th to concede, but nothing's going to happen. He just come with a moving company and say get the fuck out. I didn't know.
Right. I wanted to say Wilson, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot. But yeah, Woodrow Wilson, right?
No, Taft. Taft, I think was.
Okay. Oh, so that was William H. Is it William H. Taft? I think.
I think so. So
okay.
I think, they come with the moving truck and they say, "Rent's due, motherfucker, time to go." So. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
It's crazy.
Jesus. Yeah. It's like
we're talking about. I know we talked about it previously, but I know it's been all over social media, where they launched the first COVID vaccines and they're trying to get frontline workers and all that good stuff. There's some mixed people that are just saying they're not going to take it. You know what I mean? And I get it. I think if I do take it, it's going to be like in the springtime because I want to make sure I don't, you don't grow another arm, right? But I don't know, man. It's scary because. So we were talking about this the other day. So there's no cure for cancer. There is no cure for AIDS. There's no cure for so many different diseases, right? And this stuff has been around 20, 30, 50, 100 years, right?
Yep. Flu.
You get a cure for COVID in a year. That's all I want to know. So is it the pharmaceuticals that have the cure for cancer? And there's so much money that they make off people that they're like, you know what? We're not going to give that to anybody. You know what I mean? So it's very scary because you come up with a vaccine for COVID within a year and people die every day.
Right.
And you don't have a cure?
Yeah, it's even worse now. I mean,
what's wrong with this fucking picture? That's what I'm saying.
You know what? It's almost like this just popped in my head. It's almost like the UFO thing, man. Like, like what the fuck? Is somebody gonna say something or just let us all slowly die? And the way I don't know. I don't understand, and that's why I hate to get into politics. But that's another reason why I like to listen. Just because I don't like to talk about it, don't mean I ain't listening. And yeah, that's crazy, man. You know what? I heard once again all the podcasts I listen to. I heard one guy say Booker T. He was like, I'm taking I'm taking the Pfizer. I'm taking this. He's like, I'm taking all of them. Shoot me up with all that shit. He was like, shit, what do you have to lose? Put all that shit in me. You know what I mean? If it's either gonna help me or it's gonna fight some other shit off. And I thought that was hilarious. Like he had no hesitation whatsoever. Like hit me with what you got. Hit me with your best shot, man. Like for real. I don't know, man. I haven't even got a flu shot yet, so I'm just kind of I'm up in the air. Like I said, I got at work I had 4 people test, and I didn't find this out till almost it was time to go.
Right.
4 people test positive, and I'm like, what the hell? So and like, wow, we're just working. Just keep moving. Keep moving on.
So you were talking about UFOs. A guy named I believe he's an Israel publication. He confirmed the existence of aliens and they live among us. So that was funny that you brought up UFOs. So
yeah, I believe. Hey man, you're talking to a guy that believes in Bigfoot.
Live among us. I was like,
I believe in Bigfoot.
Men in Black.
I'm not afraid to say it either. Yeah,
Men in Black. Right. Men in Black, but. So I know we skipped around and stuff, but that's pretty much it that I had to cover. But I wanted to bring up something. So we were very PG last week. We couldn't even be PG-13. Right. We're normally rated fucking X, right?
Right. Outsiders, man.
I wanted to bring up Julie. I call her Lisa because, that's what I call her. But So I wanted to bring up like things that you keep from your partner, right? Like things, say sweaters, you have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. And she, let's say girlfriend, you keep your, her shirt, his shirt,
right. Take that off for you jinx the band and they break up.
Yeah. So you keep certain, I guess, I don't know, memorabilia or,
wedding singer
or keepsakes or whatever. But I wanted to bring that up to Julie and ask her. So, is there something that you kept from your partner or someone you slept with? And it had a weird story because I had a buddy that his girlfriend at the time, he ended up eventually marrying her. She kept a cum cup. She kept a cum cup, and I think we talked about
what in the hell.
So every time he came, she would put it in the cup and kept it by the right by her bed. So I hear, you know, and then
why? Please tell me.
They keep cum
rag. Can we get her on the show or no?
We need to get her on the show.
My God!
There's girls that might keep the cum rag and all that good stuff. So so I gotta
holy moly.
I gotta ask you because that's sick and disgusting, right? Someone to keep a cum cup. I wonder if she's drinking it later during the day. But
man, I now need some Pepto for some reason.
Oh, Mecco's everywhere. But is there something that somebody that you dated kept something? I mean, in your 20s, I don't know. I know. It's funny. My cousin and you know what we're talking about. We talked about him earlier about the whole chapstick and all that good stuff, and he would take forever to get ready. I remember him keeping underwears, 20s,
Right. I think that was like a typical.
Was it? I never did that.
Kind of teenage. I mean, I never did it either. I don't want nobody else to do underwears in my.
I don't know
my shit.
Did you keep anything? Anything you ever did?
No. Just whatever they left behind. Until they got it back. No, I don't do stuff like that.
He said I don't do stuff like that.
I mean, I just never. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, it's kind of like you got to put some thought into doing things like that. And
if a girl said that she's got a cum rag that she uses just for you and she keeps reusing it and or whatever, what do you say to that?
Like I appreciate the gesture and like it's awesome. It's weird, but it's okay. Whatever. I mean, like, wow. That's crazy, man. Hey, everybody has
their fetish.
You dealt with the service, the escort service, 20 years ago, and I mean, there ain't nothing that we didn't hear, or see, or
right.
You know what I mean? So like once like. Very weird stories back then and stuff. So I don't.
Yeah, we
don't surprise me.
Seen a donkey fuck a girl.
Right.
So
yeah, that's crazy. A cup? What? Like, was it like a, like did it have a lid on it, or was it a coffee cup, or like?
It was like
what I mean. Did she?
It was like a thermos. I think.
Once she filled up, did she like
take a sip?
Dispense it, or like in heaven. Wow, that's pretty gross. Matter of fact, I don't want her on the show ever. I don't even want to know who that is. But if you come down next time and visit,
no, she lives.
If she's around, I don't even want to. Don't introduce me to her.
They call her cum gumster.
Oh my God! Holy Jesus! All right, well, hey man. Hey, whatever floats your boat. I mean,
whatever floats your boat. So, like we wanted to talk about, and I know we'll talk about some more stuff right now. Right.
Well, hey, before I know we talked about the Lions and stuff already. Okay. I wanted to ask you, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Bevel. Okay. He went his high school. I don't know if you're familiar with it. You know where he's from, right? He's from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay. Chaparral. Is it Chaparral or whatever? Yeah, high school?
Yeah.
That's where he went to.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Wisconsin, played for the Badgers, and undrafted, right. He actually won back-to-back. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy because, like, people, they're like, they just look at him right now as the Lions, I think they forgot, but the real footballers and college followers, I'm sure they know what, his history, back-to-back Rose Bowl champions. I mean, like, Jesus Christ, man, the guy went 10-1-1 in 1993,
right?
And became co-champions in the Big Ten. And he's not known for like running and nothing, but he he scrambled for I guess he ran for like a 21-yard touchdown and secured a victory. I want to say I kind of remember that because I was watching a lot of college when I was when I was younger, a lot more than now. But yeah, I mean, guy's a legend, man. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Like I said, if they beat the Packers, and I got a funny little feeling that they might maybe beat.
You want to put a wager on
the
that?
Bucks. Yeah, I mean, hey, what do you want to? We can make a small wager. We can bet a shirt. If I win, just order me a shirt from WWE. If you win, you're choosing of a shirt. I don't know, maybe one with our own logo on it.
That's good. I got Green Bay.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm a homer. I'm at home now. I'm a sucker. So I'll take the Lions, and that's fine for sure, man. We'll do that, and we'll let everybody see whatever.
Right.
Shirt you order or whatever I get, let them see what happens. And obviously I got some shirts made. Shout out to Jason, Screen Shop, whatever. I got some shirts made. I'm going to send them out to you and Tori.
Okay.
And, we'll keep making them. And eventually, hopefully we can, get everybody to, we're doing one thing at a time. Hopefully we can get everybody wearing a Word on the Street shirt out there and maybe give a couple away here and there and stuff like that.
So, on a lighter note, we brought it up earlier during the podcast. So we're going to do the Zack Davis Foundation. So just wanted to dedicate this show to him. I know it's hard going through losing your child. You never want to bury your child. So love you, Tori. I hope everything's okay.
Big kiss.
Definitely, she'll let us know about the other stuff. So he was November 10th, 1999. So he just turned 21, not too long ago. But and then his passing was on the 4th. So my heart's very heavy for Tori. So
yeah, for sure, man. Miss her, man. Miss her.
So she'll be on the show back hopefully soon. She hasn't told me that the return date, but hopefully she'll be back on the show. Is there anything else you wanted to talk
about? Not really, man. I think that's about it. Just once again, like you always say, everybody mask up. Like my father used to say, I won't say goodbye till we see each other again and everybody tunes in. I appreciate all the love and support. Everybody tuning in to us. And like I said, I won't say goodbye. I'll say what my father always used to say, 10-4, over and out.
All right, man. Peace. I'll talk.
Sure, man. Yep. Right. Have a great day.
Bye.
God bless you guys.